Well, hi everybody down under. It's Dr. Chris here, and I am coming to you the first Wednesday of the month for you, first Tuesday for me. Um, but nonetheless, I'm here to talk about the August promotions for Australia and New Zealand. And it's going to be a culinary adventure this month for you guys. Young Living's culinary essential oil um, products are really great to have on hand so that you've always got um, your herbs and spices at easy hand, because I don't know about you, but so many times when I'm cooking or baking, I go to reach for a spice or think I have some fresh herb in the fridge, and then I don't. And it's like, oh, what am I going to do now? But the essential oils are great. I've got a whole separate culinary line right next to where I'm cooking so that I can just grab these easily. And in America, we've got the white labels that denote vitality oils. That's what we call them in America. For you guys, it's the culinary essential oil range, but it's all the same thing. So it doesn't matter. It's all good. Each of the oils in here, whether we're talking about a regular label or a vitality label, it's the same oil inside. So I always denote when I'm talking about internal use, I say vitality for the US, or we can say culinary for New Zealand. But in general, just know that those oils in the bottles are the same. All right. Now, for you guys, you have got to order on Essential Rewards to get any of these free promotions. So if you're not yet on Essential Rewards, you want to do that. And I'm going to put a link to more information in the description below. So let's start talking about the oils that are free. At 145 PV, you are going to get ginger 5 ml. At 190 PV, you are going to get black pepper 5 ml. At 250 PV, you are going to get cinnamon bark 5 ml. And you're also going to get the Mindfulness Mug. So we'll talk a little bit about that. At 320 PV, you are going to get basil 15 ml. Sorry, you're going to get 15 ml. I grabbed the 5 ml, but it does come in 15 ml. So just pretend. And at this 320 PV, you're also going to get a frankincense 5 ml. All right. So let's go through and talk a little bit more about how you can use these oils. Now, anywhere you would use fresh ginger, you can use ginger essential oil. So it's really great because sometimes if I'm making something and to peel the ginger and chop it and maybe juice it, it can be time consuming. So I can just grab my ginger bottle and put maybe a little drop in there. You want to go on use less first, because you can always add more, because these are super concentrated. It's so concentrated, and if you put in too much, you're going to ruin whatever you're making. So start, especially for some of the stronger oils, you want to start with a little teeny bit, maybe even just use a toothpick. Try it, see if you like it. You can always add more. Well, once you add too much of these essential oils to what you're cooking, it becomes very hard to dilute it enough. So some of the things I like to use ginger for is with a cocktail or mocktail where you're making like a Moscow Mule. You can put a little bit of ginger essential oil in that. You can make a spicy tea by adding a little ginger drop or a toothpick full to a lemon tea bag or a chamomile tea bag. So something like that, or you can add it into like a hot cocoa mix for a little bit of spiciness there, maybe even add in a little bit of your cinnamon bark. These two really go together well. Sometimes if you're baking, you can try adding in a little bit of the cinnamon bark and the ginger. So anywhere that you would use ginger, you can try in using your oil. Asian marinades or salad dressings, that's another place that I would use the ginger. Yeah, so let's move on to the black pepper. Now, this is an incredible oil, and I actually have to get another one. This is almost done. This really has a nice flavor and actually a scent to it. But one of my favorite ways to use this essential oil is to put a drop or two into my Ningxia shot and take a shot of it. It's just warming. It's a little spicy. It's a little energizing. I like to do this before my workout. And it really is great. But again, if you're using it in cooking, just a little toothpick full will do you. I'm telling you, it's strong. You can use it in your marinades. You can use it with rice, mashed potatoes, vegetables. You can put a little bit into your guacamole or salsa. Anywhere you might add pepper, you can try a little teeny bit of black pepper essential oil. Really, really tasty. All right, cinnamon bark. This is really great to add to your teas, especially like a chai tea or a rooibos tea. I like to just put a drop on my tea bag because that way it doesn't just sit on top of the water. And frankly, I also just like to do, I don't know which one, I think that one is out. So I'm going to open up my new bottle of cinnamon bark. I like to just do a little, a little drop at the back of my tongue. It's like those red hots, that little candies. I don't know if you guys have them in New Zealand, but we had them here when you were a kid. It's like, whoa, like wakes your mouth up and wakes your body up. So it's incredible. Anything to wake me up, right? You can try adding a little bit to pancake batter, oatmeal, baked goods. You can put a drop in your Ningxia red shot and make it a hot shot, right? So we're talking a lot about hot drinks and teas. The other thing I like to add it to is brownie mix or a cup of hot cocoa to give it a little bit of a Mexican twist on it. It's really good. So within this 250 PV tier, you also get a mindfulness mug. So on side one of the mug, it says, "What good shall I infuse this day?" On the other side, it says, "What good have I infused today?" So I guess one would be for the morning, one would be for the night, but it is a ceramic mug. And of course, you can use your culinary oils and whatever you're drinking in these mugs for a nice, mindful drink. All right, 320 PV. You are getting 15 ml bottle of basil. I grabbed 5 ml, but that's okay. Same oil, bigger bottle, better deal always to buy the 15 ml. This oil, again, you can use whenever you are needing basil in a recipe. And this has saved me so many times where I've gone to make things like pesto. Has it ever happened to you? I've got all the other ingredients mixed up. I do a vegan pesto where I put seeds and nuts and garlic and I'll put fresh basil if I have it. And even in addition, I can add the essential oil. But there's been a couple of times where I go to make this and I have no basil, or the basil in the fridge has gone bad. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to have pesto. So the basil that you have in your essential oil doesn't go bad. It's there all the time, ready to go. Again, just start with a little bit, a little toothpick or two, taste it, see if that's enough, add a little bit more. So that is one of my favorite ways to use basil essential oil. I also like to use it in perfumes because it's kind of spicy but earthy. So that's a really great place to use basil. It's actually really good in the diffuser too. But if we're talking culinary, again, you can do marinades, salad dressings, anywhere you would use basil. You can add it to your cocktails and your mocktails, pasta dishes, of course. If you're making anything with pasta, it's going to be great in that. All right, still at the 320 PV, you're going to get frankincense 5 mil. This came in your starter kit, so hopefully you have been using your frankincense. And although it is good for so many things, which I will put a link in the description for the video I did on frankincense, in this regard, for the culinary sense, you can put, I personally will put just a little drop under my tongue sublingually, right under there, and let that do the work that way. There's a lot of blood vessels right underneath your tongue, so it gets direct absorption into the bloodstream and connects to the brain really quickly. So I will do it that way. You can put a little bit into your water if you like, or your juice, or your ningxia. It's got, of course, a deep, earthy flavor, which I really like. So if you like that, you can also try putting it in some of your recipes, especially like chocolate recipes or anything that's got, more of an earthy flavor to it. And there is a gooey chocolate brownies recipe by Culinary Oils on the Young Living blog. So you might want to check that out as well. All right, that's it for the month. You guys have fun with your oils in the kitchen. Let me know how you use these oils in the kitchen, because there are just so many uses, and I would love to get some more ideas as well. All right, if you want to be notified anytime I want to do I'm doing a video or have done a video, then go ahead and click subscription and notification. You can always hit that like button. It takes like 1 second and it lets me know that you're liking the content. And if you watch this live, usually I'm doing my broadcast Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. But the first Tuesday of the month here in the US, Wednesday for you, I'm coming on at 7:30 to talk about your specials. All right, have a great month. See you next week. And see you next time.